So, very good afternoon to everybody. In the previous classes, we have learned about the nutrients. So, we have already learned about the macronutrients. Under the macronutrients, we have covered the topic carbohydrates, proteins, and the lipids, that is the fats and oils. Now, after having the knowledge of macronutrients, we need to learn about the various micronutrients. So there are two types of micronutrients which we need to study. One is vitamins and another is minerals. But before knowing what is vitamins and minerals, we should know what do you mean by micronutrient. Micronutrient are those nutrients which are needed in our body in very less quantity, in very trace amounts. Okay, that is the trace amounts or the less quantity can be said milligrams or micrograms. Okay, so today we are going to learn about the very interesting topic, that is vitamins. So in this unit, we are going to learn about the definition of vitamins. After defining the vitamins, we are going to classify it. The classification will be on the basis of the solubility. Some of the vitamins are soluble in water and some of the vitamins are not soluble in water but soluble in the fats, that is the lipids, that is the fat soluble vitamins. So the vitamins can be classified into two parts, water soluble and fat soluble vitamins. After the classification, we are going to know about the food sources, about the functions, and about the significances. Significances means regarding the deficiency of these vitamins. So when these vitamins are not present in our diet in the specific amount, what can happen to us? Okay. So I'm moving to the next slide. First of all, vitamins is a micronutrient. Micronutrient, again I am telling you, micronutrient are the nutrients which are required in our body in very less amount, that is milligram or micrograms. So the word vitamins came from two words, vita and amine. The word vita, it means life, and the other word amine. Amine means nitrogen. So it is combination of two words, vita and amine, where vita means life and amines means containing nitrogen. This name, the vitamin, was given by a Polish biochemist. Polish means the people who speak, who are native to the Poland. Okay, so there was a biochemist named Casimir Funk who cured a disease which is known as beriberi by the use of husk of the rice. Okay, so when you go to the definition, if somebody will tell you to define it, vitamins are the organic molecules. What do you mean by organic molecules? Organic molecules are molecules which contains carbon and hydrogen. So vitamins are the organic molecules that are essential for normal health and growth. They are required in trace amounts and must be obtained from the diet, because they are not synthesized in the body, means they are not made in the body. You have to take it from the diet. So we have the definition of the vitamins. Now we are going to classify the vitamins. So vitamins can be classified into two categories. The one is water soluble and another is fat soluble. Water soluble is also known as hydrophilic. Hydrophilic means hydro means water and philic means loving. So these are the type of vitamins who loves water, that is hydro, means they are very comfortable with the water or the aqueous solutions. So water soluble vitamin is one that dissolves in water and as a result it is easily absorbed into the tissue of the body and metabolized more quickly than fat soluble vitamins. Even you can find it mixed with the blood, because blood again is a water. Second is fat soluble vitamin, that is known as hydrophobic. What do you mean by word phobic? Phobic means hating and hydro means water. Means these are the vitamins which hates hydro, that is water. So they hate water but they loves the fat. So these the fat soluble vitamins are soluble in lipids. What is lipids? Fats and oils are commonly known as lipids. So these fat soluble vitamins are very much soluble in lipids, that is fats. And these vitamins are usually absorbed in the fat globules that travels through the lymphatic system of the small intestines and to the general blood circulation within the body. So we have classified the vitamins into two categories on the basis of solubility, that is water soluble and fat soluble. Water soluble is also known as hydrophilic as well as water loving. The second is fat soluble, hydrophobic, that is water hating. Now we come to the next slide. We are going to divide these water soluble and fat soluble broadly. You can see the fat soluble vitamins. Examples of the fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D, E and K. For easy for remember, you can remember it like DECA, D-E-K-A. And in the water soluble vitamins we have two, that is non-B complex and B complex. In the non-B complex we have vitamin C, that is known as the ascorbic acid, and then we have B complex, that is vitamin B. Under vitamin B, we have many like B1, B2, B3, B6, B7, B5, B9 and B12. The names are thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pyridoxine, biotin, pantothenic acid, folic acid and vitamin B12, that is known as cyanocobalamin. So firstly, we need to know about the fat soluble vitamins. You have already have an idea that fat soluble vitamins are soluble in fat and not soluble in water. A, D, E and K are the fat soluble vitamins. This is a very important question for your examination point of view. There are the multiple choice questions is going to be asked in your examination. So you need to be very sincere regarding these questions. Fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D, E and K. They are soluble in lipids. Lipids again means fats and oils, but not in the aqueous solution. Aqueous solution means the solution of water. Important in vision. What do you mean by vision? Vision bole to regarding your eyes, bone formation, antioxidants. What do you mean by antioxidants? Antioxidants means which stops the oxidation, which and the blood clotting, that is the clotting of the blood. And these fat soluble vitamins are stored in the body. How it can be stored in the body? Because fats are stored in the body. Where fats are stored in the body? In the adipose tissue. So with the fat, these vitamins are also stored inside the body, and whenever it's needed, it can be used by the body. So today we are going to learn about these four vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. Under this, we need to know what are the functions, what are the food sources, and what are the significance, that is the deficiency will lead in what type of disease. Okay. So firstly, we are going to see vitamin A. Now the name, there are different names of vitamin A: retinol, retinal, retinoic acid. These are the retinol, retinal, retinoic acid. These are the animal version, and beta carotene is the plant version. So the function of vitamin A, the first function of vitamin A and the foremost function of the vitamin A is vision. It gives us the sensation of vision. Means vitamin A is directly in contact with our eyes. Maintenance of cornea. Cornea is a part of eye, and the maintenance of the cornea is taken by the vitamin A. Bone and tooth growth, as well as the immunity. Immunity is the your resistance, your power of the resistance to the diseases. So we know the functions of vitamin A. Then we have the food sources. The food sources, there are again two. There are two parts of vitamin A. One is retinoids and another is carotene. So retinoids is in the animal sources and carotene is in the vegetable, that is the plant sources. So when we see the food sources of retinoids, we have beef liver, eggs, shrimps, fish, fortified milks. Many times you have to see these things. Fortified means you have some refined oils, some milks. When you see the packets of these things, it is fortified with vitamin A, vitamin D, butter, cheddar cheese, Swiss cheese. So all the dairy products, as well as the liver of the meat, eggs and fish, these are the good sources of vitamin A. Now when we see the sources of beta carotene, that is the plant sources of vitamin A, we have sweet potatoes, carrots. Carrots are the very nice sources of vitamin A. Then pumpkins, squash. So why the carrots, pumpkins and squash are there? The color are orange color. These orange color vegetables and fruits have a very nice food source of vitamin A. Again, we have the spinach, mangoes, green turnips. Almost all the green vegetables have vitamin A present in it. And the deficiency of vitamin A, if not given in the diet, it will occur the night blindness to us. So after vitamin A, the second fat soluble vitamin is vitamin D. The another name of vitamin D is calciferol. When there is infants or there are the kids, you need to give this calciferol, that is vitamin D, to strengthen their bones. So we can see the function of the calciferol, that is vitamin D. It helps to maintain normal blood levels of calcium and phosphorus, which strengthens bones. Means vitamin D is very important for the bones development, as well as the calcium and phosphorus to combine it to maintain the normal blood levels. It helps in the formation of teeth and the bones. Talking about the food sources, fortified milks. Again, I have told you that fortified means fortified with vitamins A, D, like fortified milks or margarine. Margarine is a veg alternative to the butter. Fortified cereals, fatty fish, egg yolk, liver, these are the good food sources of vitamin D. And one of the most important food source of vitamin D is sunlight. Then the deficiency, if the vitamin D is not in a proper amount, then the deficiency can result in weakened bones. The bone will be not tough. Rickets in the children's. There is a disease known as osteoporosis. It can happen. Decay prone teeth. The teeth will be decayed. So vitamin A, vitamin D. After that, the next vitamin we have is vitamin E. The vitamin E is also known as tocopherol. Vitamin E is also known as tocopherol. And this toco came from the Greek word toko, which means childbirth, and the pharaoh means to bear. The functions of vitamin E, it acts as an antioxidant. Antioxidant means it restricts or it stops the oxidation. Oxidation means addition of the oxygen. It is a very nice antioxidant, neutralizing unstable molecule that can damage cells, protects vitamin A and certain lipids from damage. So, you know, the lipids, when left with the oxygen, it will become rancid. Rancid means it will become not acceptable for the human consumption. So if the vitamin E is introduced into the lipid, then it can be kept for a long duration of time and shelf life will be increased. Diet rich in vitamin E may help prevent Alzheimer's disease, cures muscle, heart and skin diseases, burns. Food sources of vitamin E, that is the food sources of tocopherol. Wide variety of foods including vegetable oils, salad dressings, margarine made with vegetable oils, wheat germ, leafy green vegetables, whole grains, nuts, etc. are a very good sources of vitamin E. So you can have vitamin E in the different types of fats and oils, lipids, as well as the nuts and the green vegetable. And if vitamin E is not sufficient in the diet, it will give the weakness to the muscles, coordination and difficulties in walking, and even it is associated with the deterioration of the vision. So we have studied vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and the last vitamin which is fat soluble is vitamin K. This word vitamin, the word K comes from the word coagulation. Earlier the coagulation coagulation was with K. Aate Sham.
Yes, sir.
What happened? Why you are using marks on the screen?
Sir, by mistake, sir.
Okay. So we were having in the vitamin K. Activates proteins and calcium essential to blood clotting. The main function of vitamin K is to support the clotting of the blood. It helps in maintaining the calcium levels of the blood. It helps in depositing minerals in the bones. And it is very higher needed by the newborns and the infants. People with the liver diseases or the fat malabsorption, means the people who don't have a nice amount of fat in their body, they need vitamin K because they combine the vitamin K combined with the fat and stored. Next, we have the food sources of vitamin K: cabbage, liver, eggs, milk, spinach, broccoli, sprouts, kale, collards, and other green vegetables. Mean the green vegetables as well as the egg, liver, and milk are the great sources of vitamin K. Deficiency, the deficiency are your blood clotting will be abnormal, the blood will not coagulate well in infants, in the childs. It may lead to uncontrolled bleeding. The bleeding will be unstoppable and it will be very hard to stop the bleeding. So as far now we have already known, I will recapitulate. We have known what are vitamins, that is they are very vital amines for the life. Okay, then it was given by the Casimir Funk, who was a Polish biochemist, and then we have seen the definition of the vitamin. Then we have classified it into water soluble and fat soluble vitamins. Water soluble we have A, D, E, K, and the fat soluble we have A, D, E, K, and water soluble we have vitamin B and C. Then we have seen the different functions, the food sources and the deficiency, that is the significance of vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Now in the next class, we are going to study about the different water soluble vitamins, that is the non-B complex, that is the vitamin C, that is the ascorbic acid, as well as the B complex, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, biotin, folic acid, cyanocobalamin. Okay. So now if you have any questions regarding this unit or whatever is taught today, you can ask if you have any doubt. So if you have any questions, any doubt, you need to unmute yourself. Otherwise, you don't need to unmute yourself. Okay, I'm going to allow you to unmute yourself. Now you can ask the question after unmuting yourself. Any doubts, any questions? Yes, Ranveer, you can unmute yourself.
Sir, where is fats, amino acid are stored? Amino acid fats.
Fats are stored in the adipose tissue, in the
Sir,
belly
amino acid
region.
fats.
Yeah. So what I have told you, these fat soluble vitamins are stored with the fats because they are the fat soluble, and the fats are already stored inside our adipose tissue. So these fat soluble vitamins are also stored in the our adipose tissue. Okay. Any more doubt? You can raise your hands or you can unmute yourselves. Abhishek Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Ansika. Okay, Arman and Neeraj, you can ask questions.
Sir, what are the deficiencies of vitamin K?
Vitamin K. So see, the vitamin K is very much essential for, what is the functions of vitamin K? It is essential for the blood clotting. Okay. So if the vitamin K is not in the sufficient amount in our body through the diet, then what will happen? The blood will not clot, blood will not coagulate, and there will be bleeding. Okay, and the rate of the bleeding will be high, that is known as uncontrolled bleeding. Okay. Yes, Arman Khan.
Sir, what is shrimp, sir?
What shrimps? Shrimps is a type of seafood. Okay. Do you know prawns?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is a small sized of a variety of prawns. झींगा जिसको बोलते हैं.
हाँ, yes, sir.
Okay.
झींगा मछली.
Any more question? So now I am going to ask you some questions. Okay. Neeraj, Neeraj, can you tell me vitamin is what are the two types of vitamins? Who can tell me? Yes, Abhishek Kumar. Abhishek Kumar, unmute yourself first.
The water soluble and fat soluble.
Okay, very
In
nice.
water,
Water soluble
we have,
vitamins are also known as
uh, I don't remember.
hydrophilic.
Yes,
Hydrophilic.
the hydrophilic. Yes, sir.
Hydrophilic means water loving. And what are the examples of water soluble vitamins?
A, D, E, and K.
A, D, E, and K.
A. Yes, sir. And fat soluble vitamins are C and D.
Okay, if you have any questions regarding this one, the notes I will share you in the Google Classroom. Okay. Remember these names: thiamine, riboflavin, niacin. Okay. So that in the next class it will be easy for you. Yeah, Aniket, Ankit Sinha. Ankit, any questions? Okay, I am going to take the attendance now. Okay.